Good morning. Today we're going to talk about God created people. Remember last time we spoke about how God created the heavens and the earth out of nothing. So today our lesson is titled God created people. Let's listen to it. When God created the heavens and the earth, at first there were no shrubs or plants planting or growing because God had not yet made it rain, and there was no one to care for the land. So God made a mist of water come out of the ground to water the entire surface of the land. After that, God formed man out of dust from the ground. He breathed the breath of life unto him, and the man became a living being. Then God made a garden in a place called Eden. He put the man there and gave him the garden to work it and watch over it. God made beautiful trees. These trees grew and they gave good food. In the midst of the garden, he also placed the tree of life and the tree of knowledge. The tree of knowledge of good and evil. The man was allowed to eat from any tree in the garden, but God commanded him not to eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. He warned the man that if he ate from the tree, he will certainly die. God looked at the man and said, "It is not good for you to be alone." Then God made every wild animal and every bird in the sky. He brought them all to the man so that he would call them. Whatever the man called the living creature will be its name. Among the animals, the man still did not have a good helper. So God caused a deep sleep to come over the man. While he slept, God took one of the man's ribs and used it to form woman. When God brought the woman to the man said, "At last, this is bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. I will call her woman, because she was taken from man." This is the reason a man leaves his father and mother and marries his wife. May the Lord bless his word. Again, this is taken from the book of Genesis, chapter 2, verse 4 to 24, if you want to read it. But the point here that we're going to make is that God's plan for families, it has to begin with marriage, according to the Bible. Just like Adam and Eve, man and woman. And God expects every member of his family to be a blessing within that family, so that family would be a great family. Amen? Now, let's look at some of these questions. What did God use to create man? He made him out of dust, of the ground. What was man's assignment in the Garden of Eden? The assignment that God gave men was to work and watch over the land. What was the name of the only tree man could not eat? The tree of knowledge of good and evil. Why did God bring all the animals and birds to man? so that man could name them. Why did God make woman? So that the man would not be alone. How did God make woman? God took one of man's ribs and used it to form woman. I want you to remember our verse. Our verse is taken from the book of Psalms 139:14. And it reads like this: I will praise you because I have been remarkably and wonderfully made. Your works are wondrous, and I know this very well. Psalm 139:14. May the Lord bless his word. God bless you, and we will see you next week.